Welcome everybody, we are Team Green. I'm Matt, you probably know me from various Yugo videos and other things that I've been doing with Fuel Power. This is my team partner for the challenge, Kaz.
Hello.
And we're going to have a little just quick chat about the sort of things that we're looking at for the Fuel Power challenge, what our criteria are and how we're going to go about it. So we've already had a nose around the internet as we would have done, because we're looking for a car of under 1,000 cc's, under £1,000. It's not easy. We've had a look at eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Auto Trader. Auto Trader was okay to give us an idea of what's out there, but sadly nothing in the price range. So I guess people are, because it's a pay service for Auto Trader, the slightly more expensive cars are on there. But it did give us an idea of some of the sorts of things that might be available. We've got some criteria that we want to meet. Kaz and I are both experienced long distance drivers, so I guess we like comfort.
Yeah.
Generally comfort comes from a bigger car, heavier car. Yeah. Not ideal with a 1 litre engine, but let's see what we can do on that front. When we're on a long journey, we need somewhere for our snacks, quite frankly. We do a lot of snack collection. We go to Germany just to buy snacks, so we want to make sure that we've got a vehicle that can accommodate what we want for long distances. So really we're looking for as big a car as possible, a bit of comfort, and somewhere for stowage for everything that we're likely to need on the way, which should be quite good. So from what we've seen so far, there's a few things that are making the shortlist for us. The VW Polo is in there. The only problem with the Polo is that they only made the 1 litre at different stages of its lives, and it's the model 6N2. It's from 2000 to 2002 that really is the one we would want. We found a couple of examples, noticed that they've sold really quickly, so that's probably going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think that's on our hit list at the moment. And then we did look at a couple of Corsas as well. They're a bit bigger because I think there's an even smaller car in the Vauxhall range, but again the Corsa is slightly bigger, but it's a bit dull. I'm not sure it offers everything we want. And when we also think about the challenge and the fact that we need to resell these vehicles for as much as possible, whatever you pay for a Corsa really is what you'll get back. I don't think there's an opportunity to buy one cheap. I do have an account with a well-known salvage auction house, and there's a few that have appeared on there but still selling for strong money. The market really is difficult at the moment for cheap cars. Certainly I think the sub £500 bracket has gone, so we are looking at spending up to our limit, I guess, for the challenge on this one. But yeah, that's sort of what our criteria is. We'll just keep looking though. I think certainly what we've noticed is that some adverts have appeared and have disappeared quite quickly, so things, when they're priced correctly, do sell. But will we get lucky? We'll have to see. We've got plenty of time now, sort of 30 to 40 days. Ideally we want to get something really quickly so that we can shake it down, and if it does need a little bit of work, get that done. But yeah, let's see what we can find and see what will match our criteria. Also excited to see what the other teams are going to come up with. I'm still convinced Jake is going to be looking for a Fiat. Louise is a bit of a curveball, I think. I think she might play it safe and go for a Yaris. If not, I can see Louise buying something like a smart car if she can find one. So potential predictions there. Otherwise, we'll see you at the launch, and excited to see what the other teams come up with once we've grabbed ours as well. So in an effort to strike while the iron's hot, we've found a car, and we just got a train no more than 20 minutes from where we live, and we're going to go and grab it now. I think we've come up with a little gem that's going to fit the bill lovely for the challenge, so let's wander around the corner and see what we've got. So we're now in Bristol, and here is
the car. It is a 2008 Daihatsu Sirion, 1 litre. It's got a Toyota 1 litre engine with 69 horsepower, and we've got all the luxury on this. We've got alloy wheels, it's got all round electric windows, it's even got air conditioning. So it's got a couple of little scrapes on it and a few things that we're going to have a look at, but otherwise it's in really tidy condition. We've got a few months MOT on it, and it's ready to go. And we're going to jump in now. Kaz is going to drive us back, and let's see how it goes. So we're now on the portway. Kaz is at the wheel, and yeah, we're just coming through Avon Gorge now in the Daihatsu. We've got the little thrummy 3-cylinder engine plodding away quite nicely. Yeah, all looking good so far. Car's not been driven for a while, and there's traces of residue, shall we say, in various areas, so we're going to have to break out the wipes at some point, but all looking good at the moment. Let's give you an update when we're back in Weston, and let you know how it went. So here we are in the workshop after the first drive of the little Daihatsu Sirion. There's the incredibly large engine bay with a tiny little engine in it. Tiny little battery as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that because there's a bit of moisture on one side there. I'll give that a wipe. I'm not sure if that's just some residue from water or something, but we'll keep an eye on that. Headlights need a good polish. They're a bit yellowed at the moment, but we'll get that done. That's obviously a free job, so it doesn't mean that we've got to spend any money on it, but that'll help with everything. Got little alloy wheels here, and the tyres on the front are Continental Eco Contacts, which I've got loads of tread on them. They're looking pretty good nick, so that's all good. Round this side we've got a bit of a scrape on the bumper there. Nothing massive, but we'll give it a bit of a polish and see what we can do. Obviously we can't spend too much money on this. From the back, it's alright actually. Nothing too bad there. Boot's surprisingly big, which is great. Certainly fits the criteria for what we want. And then best bit's really on the inside. So based on the things that we were looking for in our vehicle, Kaz and I were keen to have something that was as big as possible really for comfort, and then plenty of stowage space as well. You'll hear us talk about snacks quite a bit. There's a good snack shelf in here, really good snack shelf over there, and we've got a total of 6 cup holders in here, 1 in each of the doors, 2 in the front of the console, and another 2 down there in the back. All good. We've got a trip computer, we've got a rev counter, all of that works. In fact, all the electrics work, all the electric windows all round work, the electric mirrors work, power steering's good. We haven't tested the aircon because it's quite a cold day today, but even if that doesn't work, I can potentially top the gas up if that's all that it needs. So yeah, a few cosmetic things to do to tidy it up. Don't really need to spend much money on it now, which is good because we haven't got much left in the budget. But I think we're good. Cruised on the motorway really well. Even happy at 70 miles an hour going up hills, it wasn't really any problem. So I think for the challenge in hand and the mileage we're going to be doing, we're in pretty good shape. So excellent. We're really happy with the purchase, and look forward to seeing what the other teams have come up with.
Hello, I'm Kaz. When I got asked to do this challenge, one thing came to my mind. As an old lady of 35, and that is, I'm going to need a lot of wee stops. And I thought, why don't I use that to my advantage? And, rate each toilet. Because you do see some really grotty ones, but then you do get some really nice, delightful ones. Although it's not with a man with some cologne and towels, but you never know. If you're going up north, you might see one. So yeah, I thought, why don't I just rate each one every time I need a wee, because I always need a bloody wee. now because I'm going to rate them out of loo rolls.
So in the last couple of weeks we've done some more little jobs on the Daihatsu. Here we've polished the headlights. You can see the difference clearly here left to right with the one that's already been done, but they're both now polished. We didn't go for a full job with a lacquer, we just did a light polish with some compound, and that's all looking good now. Nighttime visibility is vastly improved. The water pump's been changed, which was a bit noisy, so that was a nice simple job. We put a bootlace in for the rear shelf, so that now holds up, and a quick repair here with a bit of metal on one of the headlights which was starting to fall out. Finally, I'll give it a wash. It's an unusual thing for me to do, but we're now ready to go.